Hey, what's going on, everybody? Michael back with you guys. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's actually February 9th, 0202, y'all. Time for a little sergeant's time training, but it's on the veteran side of the ball this time. But some this is what I want to talk about today is gonna be intent to file. Okay. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's something that we use when we're out of the service. If we're wanting to go ahead and do a claim, we're going to jump into, what exactly an intent to file is, how to go about doing it, the easiest way to do it personally that I think that worked best for me. But first, I want to give you guys like a little story, right? So the title of this video is $11,500 deposit from VA intent to file and a successful disability claim, right? So give you a little backlog on this. So I was working overseas as a contractor. I was waiting on my round of claims to come back for a reevaluation of mental health. Right, I got a 50% mental health evaluation at first, and stuff got worse. As time went on. Just trying to transition, going through job after job, and nothing was really working out. So just went back to the drawing board and try to get, you know, what was due to me for my time in the military by doing an intent to file. So long story short, I woke up the day before my birthday. It was June 7th, 2021. I looked in my bank account. I had $11,500, give or take, from the VA. So, I mean, us knowing the VA, right? You get a overpayment. You pretty much know that's coming back, right? I mean, I remember. I mean, anyone that ever got an overpayment, you just hear that the VA's, taking their payback. So usually the VA doesn't hand out too many mistakes. So I had to get on va.gov, go ahead and check to see what was going on. And I end up looking at my disability section of the website, and I found out that I was 100% permanent in total. I mean, I was at 80% before I got the jump from 80 to 100. But I mean, this is some valuable information, I would say, that could really help. I mean, anyone that's in the predicament that's ready to file a VA claim. I mean, I've looked and scoured and talked to people to see what a negative result of an intent to file could be. And the only thing that I could come up with is you're not going to get the claim, but that doesn't really have anything to do with intent to file. An intent to file essentially is going to be getting the ball rolling on the claim now. I mean, why wait? We all know that the VA takes some time to get everything in order, right? A lot of people badmouth the VA. A lot of people say, they don't want to go to the VA. But like, let me tell you something, guys. If you don't want to go to the VA, I mean, you're leaving a lot of meat on the bone. I mean, I'm sure you guys all got families or kids, or both, wife and kids, and whatever. I mean, an intent to file is a tool that needs to be openly discussed. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have used it. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it, but let's just go ahead and take a little bit of a deeper look and actually, see what we can pry out of this little sergeant's time training real quick. So, an intent to file and benefits that you need to know, information on the cusp of filing a disability claim within the next 365 days. Okay. So, what is an intent to file? We'll go ahead and read this real quick. It's a If you plan to file a claim for disability, pension, or DIC benefits, and you notify us, which is this is directly coming from va.gov, this information of your intent to file, it sets a potential start date or effective date for your benefits. When you do this, you may be able to get retroactive payments, compensation, and starts at a point in the past. Okay. So, like I said, when I got the $11,500, that was a retroactive payment of 6 months of waiting for the disability claim to go through. So my question to you is, if you're a veteran out there right now, or a veteran out there right now, why do you guys not have an intent to file in if you know you're going to go ahead and put a claim in within the next 365 days? Just ask yourself that. You don't have to tell me why you're not doing it. You don't have to ask anyone else why they're not doing it. Well, ask someone else why they're not doing it. I'm sorry, but they don't have to answer you, but just put that on the forefront of their mind, maybe. How are you going to get the ball rolling? Well, how do you notify the VA to intend to file? You got a couple of different options here. So if you plan on to file a claim by mail or in person for disability pension or DIC benefits, you want to notify the VA your intent to file, okay? So the easiest way I've found it to be is call this number right here. It's very simple. 1-800-827-1000. It's a VA hotline. You're gonna get an operator that you're gonna get someone that asks you your social security number, verify your account and everything like that. They're gonna ask you, how can they help you today? You're gonna go ahead and say, how you doing today, sir, ma'am? I just want to go ahead and do an intent to file. All right, is that going to be all for you today? They're going to ask you if they want you to, if you want the paperwork sent to you, digitally for, the VA form to go ahead and get the claim in, some other supporting documentation. But literally within 5 minutes, as long as the VA line isn't, you know, over overburdened with calls, you're going to go ahead and get that intent to file started, which means you're going to go ahead and get the ball rolling, right? I mean, I've had so many of my friends, battle buddies that have been out the military, and they know who they are. And I've given them a lot of crap over the last several years because, if you go down range multiple times and people, whether you were in the fight, whether you knew people that didn't come back from it, or you had a combination of both. I mean, guys, you put your pride aside and go ahead and be seen. There's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. If you got stuff in your medical records that's just sitting there and it's your back or your knees or tinnitus or whatever it may be, but it's there, but you haven't been seen, go ahead, call this number real quick today in the car, like on the way to work, or when you got 5 seconds, turn the television off, stop scrolling. I mean, call 1-800-827-1000 and go ahead, get this ball rolling. I mean, they're open from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you don't want to call and talk to somebody, which is fine, you can get the VA form 21-0966, download it, and you can send that in as well. If you're old school, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, get your mail the form off to the address that's shown right there, Department of Veterans Affairs, Claims Intake Center, PO Box 4444, Janesville, Wisconsin. Zip code as follows. And if you want to be old fashioned again, do the Pony Express route, go ahead and just go find the nearest VA regional office and drop it off. Or you can work with a VSO, you can work probably with American Legion or another organization if they're helping you on the back end. They can also help you with an intent to file. But the moral of this story is just go ahead and get it in. I mean, why wait? Why are we waiting so long? I mean, this money is never going to go away as long as your disabilities don't get better. I mean, granted, we don't want anyone to have disabilities, but let's just face it here, guys. The fact of the matter is we have been to war, we have been in the military, we have beat up our bodies, our minds, and there's nothing wrong with being seen and getting help for what you need. And tend to file benefits. I just named a few. It maximizes your back pay compensation. I mean, what if you call right now and it takes the VA 2 years to get your claim? I mean, that's 2 years of back pay. What if you went from 0 to 100% and you went from getting $0 a month times and you're getting over $4,000 a month, depending on your dependent scenario and your kids, right? Um, you're looking at almost 100 over $100,000 a year tax exempt money. So I mean, it's a no brainer, guys. I mean, we met up with one of our friends, over the one of the long Labor Day weekends, and I mean, he called right in front of us, and he'll be on one of these episodes and be able to tell his story, and just he's in the process of working through his claim now. But think about it, guys. Some people are just waiting too long, and even if it's not you, maybe it's one of your friends, maybe it's a family member, a battle buddy, or something like that. But I mean, pick up the phone, call somebody else, see how they're doing with their disability. I mean, check your buddies, check your friends, and hopefully this information was valuable. I just wanted to put something together real quick, and I'm gonna keep coming at you guys with as many topics as I can. Hopefully, if you guys want to get on, if you're active duty, reserve, if you're a veteran, uh, if you work with veterans, let's just get this going. Let's get some interviews going. Share the spotlight with each other. Let's talk about things. Let's get that connection going back, and then let's just see where this can go. But like, comment, subscribe if you'd like. We appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a blessed one. Till next time, take it easy.